This is my Alps64 keyboard. The specs of this keyboard are pretty simple. The case is an aluminum 60% hammer clone. The branding on the back of the case is Ueda. The plate is an HHKB Alps plate from the Alps Party Group Buy on Geekhack. The PCB is one of Hasu's Alps64 PCBs that was offered in the Alps Party Group Buy. The switches are metallized to click, and the keycaps are a mix of Bulgarian Alps keycaps that I salvaged from a vintage Bulgarian keyboard and some winter Alps 60% keycaps. Let's go over the physical characteristics. This case has been through a lot. On the bottom left corner of the case, it's quite scuffed and beat up. It took some damage from my crash a little while back. Smaller scuffs and marks adorn the rest of the case, but it definitely adds character. On the back is a convenient slot for dip switches or a button to flash the firmware like I have here. This keyboard is pretty hefty, like Model F hefty if the Model F was appropriately scaled down to 60% size. I like the heft, and the rubber feet on the bottom of the case gets the job done in keeping the keyboard in place. The plate is steel and has cutouts for plate-mounted stabilizers. This is convenient because I could solder and build the whole keyboard while I waited for the stabilizers to arrive. The plate is pretty nice. I don't feel a significant amount of flex on it while typing, so it works out for me quite well. The keycaps are all ABS, but I really do like how these keycaps look. A fun fact is a friend of mine told me that these were Bulgarian Cyrillic keycaps, and they are in fact different from Russian Cyrillic keycaps due to a different legend placement. That's the end to my fun facts. This PCB is fully programmable and very easy to do so with a website Hasu has created that allows you to simply click around to change your layout and download the hex file. My layout is reminiscent of the HHKB's layout, and even the FN layer is just about the same as well. The keycaps and fittings aren't perfect, but not in the way you may expect. If you own an Alps keyboard, you know how annoying it is to remove and insert Alps keycaps. The tolerances for the stems are ridiculously tight. You would think with such tight tolerances, Alps keycaps would have less wiggle than MX keycaps. Nope, they wiggle just about the same. But that's not a big problem. It's not like you have many options if you wanted to swap keycaps on an Alps keyboard. How does this keyboard type? Every click is satisfying, but leaves a hollow feeling. It's like when you finally get that one hot waitress to bang and everything is amazing. Everything except the fact that she's not the woman you love. You know, the one that got away. Where you thought everything was going hunky-dory until one day she says she doesn't love you anymore. That's how this keyboard feels. Like banging a girl who isn't the one who got away. Not to say that this is a bad keyboard to type on. This keyboard is just adequate to type on. Like how the hot waitress is just adequate until the girl of your dream comes by. Its layout is hit or miss depending on if you like the HHKB layout. The keycaps are all ABS, which don't help much in the sound department, but definitely add style. The legends, like everyone in your life, will eventually fade from the constant pressure and friction you add to their lives. The case is ultimately good, but is as fake as they come, just like the lives we lead. I asked my friend, the same one who told me about the Bulgarian Cyrillic keycaps, what it would take to get with a Russian girl in Russia. He told me all I would need was my American passport and I could easily leave the country with a wife. While I'm in no rush to get a wife, I'm also in no rush to get rid of this keyboard that I carefully assembled. Unlike an imaginary hot Russian wife or girlfriend, this keyboard isn't just here for a green slip and a few $1,000s cash to a Russian mobster. This keyboard, with all of its imperfections, has character. And I like character. And to end everything off, here's a typing test.